Welcome to another one of the logo videos. If you haven't catch up, I will leave a list at here or here, I don't remember where, and then at the end of the video, of course, you can click and you can see what else am I talking about. Today I'm coming to you with a fun one, as you can see by the title, as you can see by my color of choice because you know I love marketing, I love branding, the art and science, thus I love logos. I've been playing Logo Quiz, this game, for about 10 years now, so you can imagine my fascination. In today's video, as I told you before, we will be talking about McDonald's. Before I get into it, I want just 20 seconds. I wanted to organize the logo videos. I want to categorize them, so I should pick the top 4 brands and logos of a category. To continue with the Starbucks territory, we will be talking about fast service companies, let's say companies. And I have 2 more videos almost ready for you. Okay, let's get into this. As always, a little backstory of the company. In 1935, Patrick McDonald opened a food stamp in California. First name of the food stamp was the Aerodome, selling hot dogs at first, but then after a little while he added hamburgers to the menu for 10 cents a piece. 10 cents a piece! After a little while he bought a little property and he had his restaurant there. He named the restaurant McDonald's Barbecue. I will link in the description down below a really nice video, animated video, that explains all of the history of McDonald's. Very well made video. In 1940, Richard McDonald and Maurice McDonald relocated the restaurant to San Bernardino and renamed it McDonald's. Just McDonald's, the brand that we all know and love today. Love is a strong word. The brand we know today. Due to the immense success that the restaurant had, the two brothers wanted to change and upgrade the restaurant, so they hired an architect named Stanley Clark Manston, and he came up with the golden arches you're seeing here on the picture. He came up with that. I am not loving it, pun intended, but it was the reason that the gold arches exist on the logo, so good for them. And just to finish up with the background story, today McDonald's net worth $36.53 billion, making it the first fast food chain company, whatever, in the world, by far. Enough about the history, let's talk about the logo, that's why we are here. When the two brothers took over the restaurant in 1940, 1946, something like that, the first logo was this. The barbecue inscription was executed in a strict and solid serif font and located on the lower level of the logo, being its main part, because they were still focused on barbecue. Then, this is a little bit confusing. In 1948 through 1953, they either used this logo or this logo, which is oddly similar. I don't know, many websites used this logo for 1948 and many used this, and it's almost the same, but there are still different logos. Maybe they came up with one of those two first and then changed it a little bit, but the main focus was the same, that's why they didn't mention it. The barbecue concept was replaced by hamburgers. The title of the restaurant was altered and the logo was redesigned. It was now composed of a white McDonald's famous hamburgers on a black background with a small white image of a chef who was friendly smiling. Okay, but for the other one, it's the same, but because they pioneered a new way to serve fast food, they called the new system
Speedy Service System.
Say that 3 times.
Speedy Service System. Speedy Service System. Speedy Service System.
It's easy, don't say it. The winking chef, he was a winking one. On the editing, I will see that it's the same logo and I will be embarrassed. The chef was winking to represent the fast service of the food. They used these logos, I don't know which one in particular, only for 5 years. So we don't really care about those logos. Let's continue. In 1953, the company's name officially changes to McDonald's. Cut and clear, we know now. Of course, the logo was still far from what we know today, but the red color made its first appearance. So as you can see, the lines are thick and sleek. The word mark is, how do you say it? Italicized? Italicized? It goes like this. And this was the logo that stayed for 15 years with the company because it was so recognizable to the public. In 1961 is when the new architecture came to be and the golden arches made their appearance, both in the store and the logo. This is how the golden arches were created for the McDonald's logo. I always thought that it was because of McDonald's. I never understood that they were golden arches until I heard in a vlog somewhere someone going to McDonald's and say, "Oh, I see the golden arches, I'm here. I'm like, what golden arches? And as you can see, in the first logo in 1961, there is a diagonal line to represent the roof. The emblem, as you can see, is yellow with a thin red outline and the red word mark was placed under it. The new inscription was executed in a bold and simple typeface, putting the main accent to the emblem. So this is the first time that McDonald's starts moving the focus from the name and switching it to the emblem. They needed something more simple, easy and reminiscing. Very smart thinking to put the golden arches with the thing. The logo was simplified in 1968. Thankfully, they removed the line because it doesn't seem right. And as you can see, the inner ends of the arches was shortened, which made them to look like more like the letter M. I don't believe that they didn't think about it earlier, but as for the color palette, it now features yellow for the emblem and black for the word mark, which was placed over the M on the lower part, making the letters more solid and visible. This logo is still used to this day, on some of the products in international restaurants. The new look that we know now was firstly designed in 1975. The emblem with the word mark was placed inside a red rectangle with rounded edges. Lettering was switched to white, thankfully, because it looked friendlier. You can agree. If you see this and if you see this looks better. And they say that this logo is being instantly recognizable across the globe and evokes a sense of joy, happiness and passion. I don't know about you, but I didn't grow up on McDonald's because there wasn't any restaurants in the part of Greece that I'm in, and so I don't have any fun memories. From 1993 to 2006, the logo became more simple with a single golden M, without the word mark, without anything, and they changed it. They had a shadow behind it with a little black, they had it a matte, just the arches. They changed it a little bit from time to time, just to see which had more appeal to it. At that point, everybody knew about McDonald's and they were calling it the Golden Arches restaurant. I don't know how true that is, but okay, if you say so. In 2018 is when they kept the emblem, the two arches, yellow arches, but they brought back the old red rectangle with rounded edges, of course, because we want to be sophisticated and be more friendly and not so strict, because if you have clear cut edges, it's more strict. And they just put the background and on top, whoop, the emblem. Iconic, if you ask me. A fun thing that I found out. From 1975 until the 2019 logo, which is the last logos that I mentioned, they are still being used to this day, which is so smart because think about it. You can change the logos depending on the product. You can change up the feeling and the vibe of the restaurant, of the packaging, of the products, everything with just the change of logo. Subconsciously, it makes you feel a little bit different. This subconscious mind of ours. So why did they use red and yellow? Thank you for asking. Let me tell you. As is widely known, red attracts attention, of course, and causes hunger. Yeah, most fast food restaurants have something red in them because, of course, when it's red, you just see it from everywhere you are and then you want to eat it. Don't eat me out. And of course, the yellow causes a feeling of joy and friendship. The combination of the two, golden. In Europe, because we are quirky like that, the common used color for McDonald's is green. The green color, which appeared in 2007 here, symbolizes a commitment to a sustainable development and, of course, stability. We Europeans need a good reason to buy McDonald's because we know it's bad for us. You don't have to see the arches, the golden arches. You just see the red color. The first thing that pops into your mind is McDonald's. Successful, isn't it? This is what I want to know more. When you see, what's the first thing that pops into your mind? I want to know. If you want to know more about popular logos, of course I got you, baby. I got you. Click here. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Go share it with your friends to make them more knowledgeable.